Because the owner operators, you're hustling hard, you're driving long miles, but still not the income potential you deserve. What's the missing piece? A professional dispatcher in your corner, right? As an owner operator or a small carrier company, let's say you're running one truck, two, three, four, maybe five trucks, still dispatching the freight yourself. You are driving the truck, your admin, your operations, finance, marketing and sales. You still got to drive, right? Maintenance department. All of these things, you could potentially be the biggest bottleneck in your business. There's a lot of overseas dispatchers. There's great overseas dispatchers. There's really, really great dispatchers that are here in the U.S. Right? Essentially, this is your first team member when it comes to starting a trucking company. The last thing you want to do is abdicate and assume that a dispatcher knows your day-to-day operations in and out. When you bring someone on, you definitely want to teach them, how you do business, how you do things in your operation, so that they can be familiar with how to run. It's a collaboration. You guys have to communicate. They need to know your numbers. They need to onboard you correctly, right? They need everything. They need all the tools essentially to do their job, right? Things that you use, things that's tied into your system. A very clean agreement is very important, right? It stipulates everything that you are expecting, and you, as the owner, need to understand leadership skills, right? How do you want your company to be ran? What kind of standard operating procedures do you have in place? Certain protocols. If this happens, then what, right? Are you missing those pieces, right? If you are, reach out to us. We can definitely help you with that. Now, as we move into it, dispatchers are more than just booking loads, right? They negotiate your rates. They fight for top paying freight on your behalf. Route optimizations, right? They're reducing your deadhead miles with smart routing. They give you some admin relief. They handle your paperwork, your calls, your follow-ups. Scale support. They're freeing up more time to drive and grow, right? If your time is best set, if I was to start a trucking company today, I would tell you right now, my time would be best spent going for direct customers, right? I would be knocking on doors. I would be automate my email outreach. I would be on LinkedIn. I would be figuring out a way to get direct customers and build my own book of business in transportation and trucking, let my dispatcher communicate on my behalf. If they didn't have that skill set, and I can allocate something, that particular task to somebody else altogether, right? Now, reason number one, let's jump into it. You want to turn every mile into more money, right? Let's say a solo driver on average is getting about $1.65 rate per mile without dispatcher support. Really great dispatcher that has connections, that knows the industry, that knows how to coordinate correctly. They're going to average rate per mile you with a professional negotiation anywhere between $2.38, which is a 38% revenue increase, a weekly revenue boost from optimized. I hate numbers. I'm not a big math guy, but 38% definitely is a huge spike. If you think about a real case study, you got a flatbed driver from Texas. His weekly revenue 30% went up after partnering with a professional dispatcher, which jumped from 3,200 to 4,400 per week. That's a $1,200 increase. I know those numbers are low, but let's say this person is just entering the industry. They might not have the connections. It might be tough on them. Brokers might not want to work with them. They're not a vetted carrier yet. They haven't proved themselves. So, they're working their way up. But honestly, if you're going from an average 3,200 to 4,400 per week, that's amazing, right? So, working towards those higher numbers. What you want to do is you actually want to buy back your time. Now, there's a great book by Dan Martell called Buy Back Your Time, right? I highly suggest reading it if you're at the truck stop, you're on your downtime, resets, your home time, audio book, right? Read or listen to Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell, right? Get 20 hours recovered in just weekly admin time saved with dispatcher support. You get 85% less stress and reduction in back office headaches and broker calls. I'd like 85% more less stress in my life, and I definitely want 20 hours recovered. Now, a lot of people think about 20 hours recovered, but they psychologically live in a lot of chaos, right? If you were to help somebody save 20 hours, now they have to execute. Now they have to do what they need to do. And that can be scary for a lot of people, especially if they have the fear of rejection, the fear of failure. 20 hours a day means they have to execute now. So owner operators, if you are afraid of winning back 20 hours a day, then definitely reach out to us. We got some mental exercise that we can take you through that would alleviate those pressures. Now, dispatchers handle rate confirmations, BOLs, broker communications, and documentation. Right? You focus on what you do best, which is driving and making money, or running your business and making more money. Right? That's how you want to run your business. Reason number 3: let the pros handle negotiation. Right? Professional negotiators know the game. Right? Understand lane rates, market dynamics, recognizing broker tactics, leverage points. Not to say that you aren't a negotiator, not to say that you're not a professional, but we just spoke about reducing stress levels and winning back more time, right? So, of course, you want another A player on your team, right? Not just anybody. You want an A player. Never settle for cheap freight rates. Our dispatcher secured 300 more per load by knowing exactly what questions to ask and when to walk away, right? It's all about asking good questions and negotiating. So let's say you got a new dispatcher joining the team. Maybe you have some skill sets that you can teach them, right? This is where leadership comes in. You need to train people on your processes, train people on your business. We'll help them in negotiation. If you want to learn more about negotiating rate, reach out to us. We definitely make weekly or daily negotiation training Monday through Friday inside of our Fleet Connect community. You can find that in the description. And let the pros handle negotiations. What's the difference between solo versus dispatcher-backed operations, right? We got an increase in rate per mile. We got time back on admin time weekly. We got low negotiations. We got revenue potentials. We're not capped by time, right? Because if you're essentially doing everything in your business and you don't have any A players, you're going to be the biggest bottleneck in your business. You need to focus on going out there and winning some customers and let the dispatcher dispatch the truck. The dispatcher advantage. You want to get the maximum revenue per mile. You want to reclaim your lost hours. You want better freight access. Even if you're just going out there and establishing better and healthier broker relationships, that's what needs to happen, right? Low boards are a great tool. Utilize them as much as you can, but some brokers would have preferred carriers, right? They want better carriers. They want people that's going to be there on time. They want people that's tried and proven. It's going to get there safely. Very communicative. Good business acumen. These are things that people in the freight industry look for. Always keep that top of mind and have a dispatcher on your side that's keeping that top of mind. So bottom line, if you're not using the dispatcher, you're doing 2 jobs and getting underpaid for both of them. Guarantee you. So if you're ready to drive smarter, if you want to increase your weekly revenue by 30 to 40%, you want to work fewer administrative hours, scale your trucking operation, it's time to partner with a professional dispatcher, or better yet, automate your entire dispatcher system. If you want more info on the AI dispatching system, reach out to me in the comment section. We'll get that over to you, or maybe in the description of this video. Matter of fact, join the Fleet Connect Scaling Success in the Trucking Industry Facebook group. If you want access to the private Fleet Connect group, let me know. Reach out to me. You can find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Khalid Boutique. And looking forward to helping you guys. Got plenty of dispatchers in the Fleet Connect Facebook group if you need a referral or recommendation on a great dispatcher. I know plenty of great dispatchers who work hard and really care about your business. So hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe, share this video to somebody that needs to see it. If you're a dispatcher, share this to an owner-operator carrier company. Share it to a friend, share it to a driver. We're in this together. It's a people business. We want to see everybody win. And see you guys in the next video.